Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Rovali's, what is it, Monday daily podcast. We have a very special guest with us today. Oh, by the way, before we get started, I have to do a cheers. Everybody, if you have something to drink,
toast. Oh yeah, let me go grab my drink.
All right. We have Robyn Stark with us today, and she is with the Queen Bee, which is located at, what's the address on the Queen Bee?
It's 270 25th Street.
270 25th Street. Now, if you want to see thank you for the cheers, Robyn. If you want to see a very unique shop, we're going to show you this morning. So Robyn has agreed to come on with us, and we're super excited to have her. She's probably one of the friendliest people that I know. And I don't even know her that well, but I know that she's really friendly. Anyway, we had a wonderful little conversation in her shop last week. And so I invited her. You know, she has to be on the show, but I invited her to be part of the show. And I'm going to, now that I've introduced her, I'm going to let Robyn kind of talk about who she is. Robyn, give us a little bit of background on who you are, where you're from, that kind of stuff. And then we'll move it over to the Queen Bee and talk about that.
Okay, sounds good. So I'm Utah born and raised, but I moved to Ogden to go to Weber State originally. I met my husband. We graduated high school together. He's originally from Ohio. And we just loved Ogden. As soon as we moved here, we lived in the same neighborhood, 3 different homes the whole time because we love it so much. Both graduates of Weber State. I have 5 children ranging in age from 17 down to 6. My youngest was born the year that we became acquainted with the Queen Bee. So we've been here now 6 years, and we really love being a part of downtown Ogden. I love camaraderie with other business owners. I love the customers who come visit us. I love the sense of community that being on 25th Street brings, and we just love being able to be a part of Ogden.
Well, and it's great having you on the street because you add that vintage feel, that authenticity of the spirit of 25th Street. And so I think your shop and you're located on the 200 block is just a fantastic, I don't want to say addition because you've been there for a while, but it's great for part of our overall character of historic 25th Street.
Yeah, just trying to, between the shops and the restaurants, hopefully we get a little something for everybody.
Exactly, and you have you could go through your shop for an hour or 2 hours just looking at all the different things that you have. And speaking of that, before we get into it, I would like to ask you. You went to Weber State, you got your degree. What made you decide to go into a small business?
That is a great question. So my husband and I, just one sec, Alex, I got a customer coming through.
No worries.
You're good. You're good. Come on in. So the previous owner, her name was Haley, and I love to shop here. And my husband mentioned, hey, I heard the Queen Bee is for sale. And he said, I know you love to shop there. And I've always wanted to, I have a teaching degree, junior high science, but I always wanted to be able to be a part of Ogden in a way that I couldn't before. And we thought this was something we can do together. So my husband and I both own the shop. And so that's kind of how we just fell into it. It was an opportunity that presented itself, and we kind of just grabbed on, and grateful that we did together.
Right. So is your husband involved in the day-to-day operations?
He does payroll. He helps me when I make big business decisions, but most of the decisions, most of the small things, everyday employees, I do that kind of thing. So you're there every day. Are you open on Sundays as well? Not open on Sundays, Monday through Saturday, 10 to 6. And I'm not here every day. I have a couple of really great employees that take care of things when I'm not here, but I do. I'm the primary buyer. So everything you see that comes in, all the chocolate you try, I've tasted. So everything is handpicked that we have here in the shop.
Oh, excellent. Okay. So I'm really excited to get into the chocolates.
Me too.
I'm a chocolate freak. But I'm really excited to just kind of give us an overall, if you were, okay, I'm going to put you on the spot.
Okay.
I think I told her I wasn't going to do that, but I'm going to do
Nice.
that anyway.
Thanks a lot.
Now, if you had a 30-second elevator pitch, okay, because that's what they teach you in business, right? Have your elevator pitch for somebody that you're riding up in the elevator with. You know,
Yep.
how would you describe the Queen Bee in an elevator pitch?
Okay, so we sell chocolate and books. We sell hand-created chocolate made right here locally in the case. We sell chocolate bars from all over the world. We have chocolate from Hungary, Germany, French chocolate, Belgian chocolate. Then we also sell books, fiction books, children, young adult, and adult. And then we also sell nostalgic toys and games. So hopefully when you walk into my shop, you leave having a memory of grandma's house. That's what I like to say, and something delicious to take home and share.
Okay, you were a little too polished there.
Come on, I've been here 6 years. I've done it a few times, Alex.
I thought I was putting you on the spot, and you were just like, yeah, let's go ahead and do this.
I've done it a couple times, okay? Just a few.
That's awesome. Well, you know, and it does sound very intriguing. And so I'm ready. I think everybody's ready. Let's have a tour. Show us what you got, and pick out the high points of what you got, what you like, or what you think somebody that's never been in your shop would be interested in.
Okay, so bear with me. I'm going to try and figure out this camera angle because it's not my forte while I take you around.
No worries.
So here in the center of the shop, we have 2 cases full of chocolate. So you'll see here, this is one side of our, I call it the chocolate alcove. So here's one side, and I'm going to get a little closer. So anything with this mark is made right here in Utah.
Oh, cool.
I don't know if you knew this, but Utah is one of the best places to buy craft chocolate. We have some really good craft chocolatiers here, some of the most awarded in the world, in fact, which is pretty amazing. Then we also have, so this is our bulk chocolate case where we sell chocolate that's made right here in Ogden, and as well as really good chocolate. If you're from Utah, you'll recognize names like Hatch Family out of Salt Lake. I think they make the best salted caramels. That's them. Down here, we have Food of the Gods, and his specialty is this Mayan tropical brownie. Love that one. And then we have Idle Isle right here on the bottom. They're almond cream toffees. So chocolate from all over the world, well, from locally right here. And I really love these. So we have names in the case, chocolates like Aztec Spice, which is a pineapple jalapeno, and a fresh strawberry. So all kinds of random flavors too. Okay, so one of my other things I like to highlight is our card selection. And it's not huge, but what you can do is, I know you made a reservation for dinner on the street with your friends, right, at Rovali's. So you come into my shop, you grab a card because you forgot you're going straight from work to dinner. So you grab a card, you grab a box of chocolates, you head to Rovali's for dinner, birthday dinner with your friend, and you're good to go, right? All in one stop.
I love it.
So we also have toys and games here. We sell nostalgic toys and games. So old cars, games that you remember maybe from when you were little, like Parcheesi, classic Monopoly. We sell those things now. Also, we do sell books, but something we sell specifically here is local books. So books about specifically Ogden, right? Weber State. And of course, let's talk about the ghosts on 25th Street.
And those are really great displays. I really like the way that you've displayed the books.
Oh, thank you. So this is a local author, Jennifer Jones. She does tours around Ogden, and she has some great local ghost stories, as well as you probably know Dreamy Alex. So this is also local ghost stories as well.
Yeah, that's really cool. Do you have the Christmas book?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah. Do you have a story in there?
Yeah.
Let's go see if we can find it.
Hey, we're not worried about self-promotion here, okay?
No, now we got to find it. Let's see. I think it's over here. Christmas, the glass slipper for Christmas. Nope, not that one.
It's the one with the dog on the cover.
Oh, I don't think I have that one right now. We'll have to get some more of that one.
Well, I think
because you're an author. So
it must have sold
obviously.
out because, you know.
Obviously. So a couple other things I just want to highlight. we do gift wrap here. So if you come in and you need that gift wrap before you head to dinner, we'd be happy to do that for you. Also, we are right next to Great Harvest, so you can stop in, grab some lunch, stop over for a book. And now I'm going to take you upstairs, because sometimes people come in and they forget, right, that we have an upstairs.
Yeah. See, and I haven't been upstairs.
It's because we spend too much time talking instead of walking.
Exactly. But I do want to mention to the viewers that you don't have to like go out of Great Harvest and then back in to go to the Queen Bee. There is an opening between the two shops, so it's real convenient just to walk through and get a slice of bread or one of their delicious cookies or something like that.
So this is kind of a view of what's upstairs. Gifts, housewares, things like that. We just try and have a little something for everybody.
Wow.
So if you're looking for a gift, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Another thing I just want to mention while I have you is that we have parking in the back. You guys have back parking too, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and an entrance. So if you park in the back, there's usually always parking in the back, and we have a back entrance. So feel free to use that at any time as well.
Good point.
Yeah, so let me show you. So upstairs we have a selection of infant gifts and children's books too, in case you're looking for something with a little more kid theme rather than ghost stories. You have any good ghost stories from your place, Alex?
Oh yeah. In fact, we're mentioned on the ghost tour.
Really?
Yeah, they always stop in front of Rovali's
have to come see.
and tell the story about Rovali's.
Oh, did I lose you? Okay, sorry, I lost you there for a sec.
No, that's okay. It's probably the Wi-Fi going down the stairs.
Right.
Okay, so your shop, one of the cool things about your shop, and as everybody can see, is it's so unique. There's so many little things that are just really fun, super interesting, and there's a lot to look at too. So when you go in there, man, you can browse around, and I will be back to look at because I want to go upstairs. I think I've been up there, but I'm not sure. So if I'm not sure, that means I either have a horrible memory, which obviously I do, or that I haven't been up there yet.
Well, we'll take either one. That's fine, right? Yeah, come on in, browse around. That's
right. So let me ask you this, and how has this pandemic, I don't want to say how it's affected you, because that's just kind of a general question everybody gets asked. But what I want to know really is, how has the pandemic made you look at your business differently and do things differently that maybe you didn't do before this happened?
So first of all, I just want to say, thank you to our customers. The first 3 or 4 weeks after the pandemic hit, I had regular customers calling, asking how we were doing, which I really, really appreciate. We have really great people here in Ogden who care about these businesses.
Yes, we do.
They do. So pivots that we made here, we offer curbside pickup, right? So you can call. We will wrap your gift and bring it out to you, either the front or the back of the store. You can also do delivery. So we do free delivery in the local Ogden area, or we'll deliver with a fee anywhere, 30 miles or so from here. And we deliver. I've had people call from California who have a student staying here at Weber, and we'll take a gift up to them for their birthday. Or I have a grandma who lives in California that calls me once a month, and I take a gift to her grandkids for her. I know where they live now. So that's been a really fun thing that we haven't done before. We don't have an online shop, and it's a decision that I made. I'd have to hire another person to run my online store, and that's not something I can do right now. So you're welcome to look through our social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, anything you see on there, or call us, and we can personally shop for you. Give us I have a 10-year-old girl and she likes horses. We'll find you a book that will match that and get it wrapped and ready for you.
Well, that's kind of cool, because you just gave me an idea, because like Amazon, they do this surprise gift box. Like you just buy this box, and whatever it is that you specified, like you said, a 10-year-old girl or something like that. Here's the box and here's the cost, and then they open it and it's like all surprise stuff.
Yeah, totally. And we can, you call us, you give us an age and we'd be happy to fill a box for you. When the pandemic first hit, we did offer some birthday gift bags to go and things like that. I don't have those set up right now, but if you call us, we'd be happy to put something together for you.
Well, and I think what makes your store particularly interesting, especially now, is that people do want to get out. They've been cooped up and they need something to do, but also not having the online store and you getting a face-to-face and asking questions, and because everything that's in that store, asking questions of this or that, and being able just to have that interaction. And I know you so tell us how you're keeping everything safe within the Queen Bee.
Right. So obviously we sanitize when customers come in, and mostly during the day, especially during the week. If you come in, in between our morning hours, you can sometimes be the only one here. So it's a really safe environment, but we're sanitizing doorknobs, countertops when people come in and out. We used to do samples, right? We don't do that anymore, sadly. But we will get back to that because chocolate tasting is one of our most favorite things to do here, right? We love to taste that chocolate. We have hand sanitizer on the counter, sanitizing station like all the other shops on the street do. And our employees, we have masks available. So all those things, trying to keep people safe, make sure that you feel welcome and safe and comfortable here, because that's important to me. This is an extension of my home. I'm sure your restaurant feels the same way. The pandemic first hit and people would say, are you going to work? Well, I'm like, it's my home, right? It's just a part of.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. We probably spend more time in our business than we do in our home.
Right.
And and I want to tell you guys too that are watching, when I went in there last week, it's just such a cool, comfortable environment. Seriously, it's very chill. And I'm trying to remember, was there house music? Did you have anything playing in the background? Or
Yeah.
is it just, yeah, and it was just very relaxed and chill. And it's a great place to browse. Just walk through there and check out some stuff and get some great items. And you educated me on the chocolate. I didn't realize that Utah had that, that kind of moniker on chocolate.
Yeah, and it's pretty cool. One of the most even international award-winning chocolate bars, Amano is the company out of Utah County. But there's so many really great chocolatiers here. And if you come in and ask, all of our employees know about the chocolatiers and they can point you in a direction. So if you come in and you're not quite sure what you want to buy, right? We always start with the basic question. Do you want dark chocolate or milk chocolate? And then we can take it from there and point you in a direction. So don't be afraid to come in if you're not sure.
Yeah, that's a very good point. And I'm trying to think of another question that I had. With the gift wrapping, okay, how does that work? Is there additional charges for that? And what's the deal with the gift wrapping?
Yeah, great question. So a couple of different ways we gift wrap. So we take chocolate out of the case and we can put it in a box for you. Our boxes are it's 50 cents and we charge you a quarter for the bow. So you have 75 cents and you have a gorgeous gift. Gift wrapping, it's $1, right? For a book and a bow, it's $1. For a bag and tissue paper and a bow, it's $1. So it's such a nominal fee and you have a beautiful presentation to give to somebody.
And that is a nominal fee for just giving something really special, because packaging, is really important, especially if you're doing something for, like a graduate or an anniversary or birthday or something like that. And just having the detail, the fine detail on the end is, and for $1, come on.
Yes.
That's a great deal. All right. So are you offering, do you have any specials going on right now?
Yeah, good question. So we've been doing some sidewalk sales during farmers market. So on Saturdays when you come, I'll try to have something special outside that's kind of at a discount. Otherwise, I don't have any specials going right now. We used to do chocolate tastings once a month, And I'd offer chocolate at a 20% off during those tastings. We're hoping to get those back going soon, but you and I both know we have to wait and see how things go. So,
how has your foot traffic been with the farmers market being just on the 300 block so far?
It's hard. I miss it being all the way down the street. I miss it a lot.
Me too.
I understand why they're doing it that way, and I want people to be healthy and safe. So I don't know where that line is, but I miss it.
Yeah. Well, I want to encourage people that view this this podcast. You know, even if you're just going to get produce on the 300 block, walk the street. You know,
Yes.
and it's almost like something you don't have to tell the Ogden community because they know. You know, they know anyway, but there's still a lot of other people from surrounding communities that come to the farmers market that want to get out and do something. And I mean, imagine this, you're down at the farmers market and you say, well, you know what, I'm going to walk up the street and see what's going on. And they pass by the Queen Bee and you got your stuff on the sidewalk to entice them to come in, and you walk into this beautiful shop with just unique gifts and meet beautiful people. It's just it kind of rounds out the day, you know, rather than just going picking up produce and then leaving. Walk up and down the street, and of course you want to come to Rovali's for lunch, right?
And I love that you can make a whole morning of it. So you pick up your produce, right, and you walk down and you visit the retail shops and you grab some lunch at Rovali's, and it's just a perfect way to support your local community and just to spend a Saturday morning.
Yep, and plus you meet really nice people and have great conversation.
Yes, absolutely.
And you're you know, and you're super friendly, and I mean that. Just the way that you engage with your customers and so on and so forth, and that makes it for a very pleasant experience, because I've heard this many times, and I'll tell you this also, folks that come into Rovali's, especially if they're out of towners, they can't believe how friendly people are on the street. And I'm not just trying to say that to pander to anyone. I'm just telling you, you know, what they tell me. And it's just like, you know, you walk into these shops and they're just like, hey, like old friends, you know, just walked in the door. And I think that's part of the amazing charm of historic 25th Street and your store as well in particular, because you guys are very welcoming. You're always saying something to somebody. They don't just walk in and walk out without saying hi or something like that.
I love, and I think that's what makes 25th Street special in a way, is that all the business owners here have a very vested interest in our community, right? And our street. We chose to have a business here. We choose to support the Ogden downtown community. And we do that by choice. We love where we live, and we want people to love it and to come here. And it's important to us that we succeed here. And you know, all of us, all the business owners feel that way. It's important that we succeed, not only for our personal business, but for the community. And that allows you and I as business owners to support other ventures, because I know you do, when we donate gift cards to our local schools, or, you know, as a bookstore, we support the Ogden School Foundation and their author events, and we try to support the Humanities Book Festival. And, you know, the little things that you and I do as business owners, when people, you know, come and visit us, it allows us to do that.
Right. You know, and a lot of times, and you do have to let people know, because some people say, well, you know, it's nice to give, but you don't need to broadcast it. Well, you do in a way, just because you want people to know that there's a give and take, you know, to a small business in Ogden, and that we're just as vested in Ogden and the people in our community as we want them to be invested in our businesses.
Yes.
You know, and so,
yes.
and when people understand that that's part of our DNA, that, you know, it's a give and take, and
Yes.
and we relish that. We like that. It's not, well, okay, so I'm going to give some things out so that I can get more business in. The attitude is not that at all. It's just as you explained it. It's like, well, we're invested and we want to help and we want to do the things that we can do. And then and when that happens, then everything is just a symbiotic, and it just there's that relationship that just ebbs and flows, and it's really, really cool.
It is, and it's amazing to me how many different communities there are in Ogden. You know, so where I live, I get to know the people in my neighborhood. But when I come down here and I work on the street and I meet people who ask for donations, I get to know communities and organizations that I didn't know before. And we get to be a part of those things. And, you know, the meetings we have on 25th Street, all the business owners. I remember my first month, you know, I was so scared because I didn't know how to run a business and I didn't know if I was going to succeed. And everyone was so supportive of, you can do this. If you have questions, ask. These are some things that we do that might help. And I never felt like I was alone, it's wonderful.
Well, that's an amazing comment to make, you know, but you can tell, even though I've been in the business for 6 years, you know what's going on. You know, you've caught on pretty quick.
Right? We learned a few things, which is good.
Now, I know that, you know, every day is a new day. And, you know, with people being, you know, with all of the conflicts and all the stuff going on right now, it's good to have a release valve. And I'm going to tell you guys right now that the Queen Bee is a store you want to go into, because you're going to have it be in a relaxed atmosphere, look at some interesting, cool stuff, and buy some delicious chocolate that I had no idea Utah was famous for.
Yeah.
I know we do pretty good on the honey scene, but
yeah.
I didn't know about the chocolate. That's pretty cool. So I want to encourage everybody to come down to Historic 25th Street, and you don't have to wait for farmers market. You know, you can come down any day of the week except Sunday, because
right.
she's closed and I'm closed. So you know.
You got to take a day off sometime, Alex.
That's right, you have to. But I want to encourage you guys to come down and come and see Robyn and say hi. And if you remember, say, hey, I saw you on the podcast, so she knows that it's you know, it's reaching people and that they're reacting to it. And Robyn, I want to thank you for taking time out of your busy day. I know you're super, super busy, but I want to thank you for letting people know and see you and introduce yourself, your personality, your beautiful shop, and we hope and pray that this thing ends quickly and we can get back to, I don't want to say the new normal, because I keep saying that, but I don't want to say that. I just don't want to. Anyway.
I know we keep saving those masks, but I miss seeing everybody's smiling faces. You know, it's I know.
Anyway, so I want to wish you the very, very, very best, and we want to thank you for joining us today. And you know, this was a blast, and I wouldn't mind if you wouldn't mind doing this again in the future. You know, I think it was kind of fun, and you gave out some really, really good information about your store and just about the you know, the character of 25th Street. Is pretty cool.
No, thank you, Alex. I appreciate you asking me to be a part of this. You have been a good mentor and friend, and I'm grateful for this opportunity. And I have an idea. Maybe next time we could try some chocolates. And then for your podcast watchers, maybe we could offer a deal. I think that would be something we could work on in the future.
I love it. I like it. So yeah, you know what? We should do it, both of us at your store.
Okay.
I gotta do the chocolate.
You gotta try some chocolate.
What are you talking about? You're acting
obviously.
Like, you're acting like that's a decision that needs to be made.
Well, and you're the food expert, so pretty much you obviously have to come try the chocolate, right?
No, I like that. I think that'd be a great idea. And you know, I think even if you did a you know, and if you guys write comments as well, you know, would you like to see a chocolate tasting or some kind of a demonstration of some sort? Would be really cool, because I know people love to learn stuff. Yes, absolutely. That would be so fun. Let's do it. See, and we're just brainstorming live on Facebook right now. What we do. What business owners do, right? Yeah, I like it. All right. Well, you guys, we're going to let Robyn go, and then stick with me because I want to give you some features that are happening at Rovali's right now. And Robyn, once again, thank you so much for joining us. And we're going to be sending some people your way. Okay. Thanks, Alex. We'll see you guys. Okay. Bye-bye. Bye. All right, you guys. Well, that was fun. She was a lot of fun to talk to. It was great. I mean, I like doing these interviews. They're kind of fun. So this week we are still featuring our shrimp primavera, and that dish is doing really, really well. We sold a lot of those dishes over the weekend, along with the eggplant parmesan, the angel hair, tomato basil sauce, pizzas galore. We're getting really good compliments on our pizzas. And I want to thank everybody that's been dropping reviews on us. We've been getting a lot of Google reviews and TripAdvisor and Yelp. One thing that's really cool that I really enjoy is when people are first timers and they come in, I say, how did you find us? And this particular weekend, we had a lot of them that were referrals. And I love that, somebody saying, hey, you need to go to Rovali's, and so that's really great. But we've been getting so many great reviews. So I want to thank everybody for taking the time to drop those. It's really, really awesome of you to do that. So we have the shrimp primavera. We also have the amaretto orange tiramisu. The bergamot blackberry cake is still on sale over there. The butter pecan cake, that's such a good cake. It really is. The cannoli cake. And cream puffs are still fresh and delicious and beautiful. And don't forget our regular cannolis, okay? If you're celebrating something like a birthday or anniversary or anything special like that, come on in and you will get a free cannoli for the birthday person. And they're really super tasty. All right, you guys. Well, thank you once again, Robyn, for joining us. And I've got another guest on Wednesday. So we're super excited and stoked for a person from Weber State University. And that's going to be a great one. Also, just a reminder, we are going to be closed on July 4th, which is Saturday, okay? However, we have something very special for you, okay? On July 3rd, which is Friday, we have a very special guest musical act that's coming, and she's going to be out on the patio performing on the stage, and we're super excited for her. Her name is Courtney Padilla, and she is going to be performing live for you. She's a wonderful person, great talent, beautiful vocals, and a great musician as well. She does it all. She has it all. Anyway, so if you're looking to make a reservation, I would make reservations for Friday. It's going to be a great time, and she'll be out on the patio, and it's going to be a great show. So we're actually working on that right now. So, and I'll be sharing some videos of her so you can see her talent, and also I will be promoting her this week. Okay, so you'll see a lot more of Courtney. All right, you guys have a wonderful day. We'll see you at Rovali's. Remember, we open at 4 p.m. on Mondays. Okay, 11 a.m. the rest of the week, but on Mondays we open at 4 p.m. So come over for dinner and grab some great food. When it's wet outside like this and it's cooler, there's nothing better than a piece of hot lasagna. Seriously. With melting cheese just dripping down, right? And that delicious tomato sauce, meat sauce, or veggie sauce. Oh my goodness. And you know what? It just popped into my head. Let's do a Mama's Giant Meatball on the side. How about that? All right, you guys, come and see us for dinner tonight at Rovali's. We're looking forward to seeing you guys, and have a wonderful day. And once again, thank you for everything that you guys do for us. We appreciate you. All right, we're going to see if we can end this. Bye-bye for now. Ciao for now. See you on the flip side. Whoop.